Hey, this is Seth, and this is my February 2023 digital marketing career walkthrough video where I will walk you through just a fraction of the over 300,000 open digital marketing jobs in the United States. I was unable to do one of these videos in January. I was just too busy, but when I came back to LinkedIn in February, I saw more digital marketing jobs than I have ever seen in my life. So, there are ample opportunities out there, but you do have to know how to decipher the job postings and how to apply properly. So let me take you through a few of these job postings and give you my insights and tell you what the employers are actually thinking when they post these jobs and what the situation really looks like, a bird's eye view. So here is an associate paid search position in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was just posted 10 hours ago. It just popped up as soon as I opened LinkedIn. Manage day-to-day execution and analysis of paid search campaigns across Google and Microsoft Bing. 1 to 2 years of experience. And then it says below it, experience in Google Ads, which is, I think, really interesting. Again, sometimes these job postings are a window into the mind of whoever posted it. When they say 1 to 2 years of experience with an established track record, wouldn't you naturally have experience in Google Ads? To me, these are two separate things. This is communicating to me they are looking for anybody who knows anything. And they do put in these great keywords like self-starter, willingness to drive the business forward, analytical minded, interpersonal skills. They're saying they want a team player, et cetera, et cetera. Now, they just posted this. They've had 6 applicants. And as you can see, there's nobody here. You know, you can come back to this in a day and you probably see almost the same thing. Customer service, Microsoft Excel, time management, research, customer experience, leadership. Nobody who's applied thus far has any hard digital marketing skills, Google Ads, PPC, SEM, Google Analytics 4, Google Tag Manager, the stuff that you've been learning in the course. You're already ahead of all these applicants. Now, this is great. You say, well, I don't live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I would apply anyway. I encourage you guys to be very bold in your applications. Look, somebody from Kenya applied. They're not even a U.S. resident, and they're applying for this job. That's also something we're going to be talking about. But what I'm saying is, it's better to be bold when you're applying for jobs. Don't worry, what's the worst that can happen? But what you'll find is when somebody is in a job market and they need somebody to do this job, they need somebody to help them with their advertising, and they don't get applicants that can do the job locally, that's when they will have to expand their search and they will have to become fully remote. The fact that it's hybrid is a good indication, meaning they're already open to partially remote. But I said in some of these smaller cities, these companies think they're going to find someone local. They may not, but it never hurts to ask. That's how so many of my students have gotten jobs that way. Companies are willing to be more flexible now because the skill set is so valuable. Here is Digital Marketing Associate Hydroviv. 1 week ago, over 200 applicants. Now, again, I want you guys to be excited whether you see 6 applicants or 200 applicants. I had somebody post in the forum and say, oh no, it's discouraging when I see so many applicants. And I said, why? Why would it be discouraging? When I show you in these videos what this actually means. What this means here, if you do have, you do need LinkedIn Premium, but I'm going to give you a sense that this is like that. It's like this with a lot of these jobs. Whenever you see over 200 applicants on a remote job, that usually means that the mainstream job application market has gotten, somehow gotten exposure to this job posting and is just applying willy-nilly without any understanding of what the job actually is. And that's what's happening in this case. They've had 585 applicants, of which almost none have any digital marketing skill sets at all. In fact, I don't see any of the specific skill sets here, which would be Facebook, Google, Bing, and then TikTok is starting to show up more and more, but again, it's not the primary platform. The real main thing here is Facebook, Google, Bing. Most people probably even know what a KPI is, which you do learn about in the course. And digital, and I do like how it says digitally savvy with experience or willingness to be trained on Google Ads Manager, Google Tag Manager, and Facebook. Now, this is interesting because it did say willingness to be trained, which could be another reason why they've had 585 applicants. But what I'm telling you here, guys, is that they have gotten applicants from people who say, hey, I know customer service, I know leadership, I know teamwork, I know Microsoft Office. And these folks don't know anything about Google Ads. That's 585 applications. I want you guys to get excited about that. Don't be discouraged. Be excited. Think, oh my God, the poor folks at Hydroviv, and I don't see the name of the hiring manager, but whoever that hiring manager is, imagine them. They are just drowning in resume after resume that is exactly the same and has absolutely, they're all blending into each other. The person's probably getting a headache. They're thinking, oh my gosh, I wish somebody would know anything about Ads Manager or Google Ads Manager, Google Tag Manager, Facebook. Again, those are the most important things. Maybe TikTok, but that's, I tell you, you can get this job without knowing TikTok. Someone who's current with paid media marketing trends, and etc. And it's, this is a dream job for digital marketers excited to learn and grow with a rapidly expanding business. So you apply for this job, go in with the attitude that you're going to stand out from the other applicants, because you totally will. That's the attitude. You're going to hear me say this again and again. I really want to encourage you to think that way when you see this type of information. Here is Hawk Media. Now, I have actually an alumni, David, the 40-year-old guy interviewed. He works at Hawk Media, and this also has 200 applicants. And this is another exact same situation. But this job, guys, apply for this job, okay? As I said, this company's already hired my students, managing between 12 and 5 paid search accounts, managing between $25,000 and $500,000. Remember, even if you've just done your sample account or you've just worked on a small business, you spent a few $100 on Google Ads, that is what they are looking for. Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, and remember, Bing Ads or Microsoft Ads is the exact same as Google Ads. It's just, Microsoft actually copied Google's interface a few years ago because their interface was so bad. So they just said, let's copy Google. So if you know Google, you know Bing. And those are the primary skill sets. You know about all the things listed in here. You know about A/B split tests. You know about you even know what CPA is or CPC is. You're ahead of most of these other people. It says 1 year of related work. I would say 1 year. Remember, when you see 1 year, that is code for we will take an entry-level person, guys. We will take an entry-level person. And again, look at the skill sets. Nobody here, again, maybe one digital marketing, again, very general. Nobody here has PPC, Google Ads, SEM. On the resume. Got social media, communication, leadership, marketing, customer service. Guys, I don't mean to poke fun at people. I think it's an unfortunate result of the state of our school system that people are taught so terribly. But when you see communication and leadership and customer service on somebody's as a skill, this means the person has very little to offer in terms of hard skills. Leadership is something you demonstrate through what you've done. Leadership would be like, I led a team. I led a Google Ads team, or even when you're generating your experience, you talk about how you overhaul the website or something. That demonstrates leadership. But if you're putting leadership as a skill set, it probably means you aren't a leader. I don't have leadership on my on my LinkedIn, and I'm been a leader for 10 years. So again, I just want you to feel very good about the hard skills that you're learning in the course. Here's one, SEO account manager, Brooklyn, remote, over 200 applicants. And I like how it said, location, Brooklyn, New York, but open to full remote. That's really, again, I'm showing you these postings to give you a full understanding of the entire industry. So this is actually very honest. They're like, yeah, we love somebody who lives in Brooklyn, but we know we may not find someone here. And then they're even selling you on the role, networking and visibility, internal growth, cross-functional view into growth. They're trying to sell you on that. And they're talking about SEO strategy and working with clients. Now, again, when it says experienced SEO professional, and it says they want, here's the thing, they're saying they want someone working with these big budgets and some copywriting. But again, when you see 1 to 3 years of experience, guys, I'm telling you, it's the difference between being a freshman and junior in college or in high school. It's a huge difference. So don't be intimidated by that, is my point. If we didn't say 3+ years experience required, 5 years experience, 1 to 3 years experience, meaning they're open. Experience with SEO tools, you guys know all this stuff. You know analytics, you know SEMrush, you know about Ahrefs, you know Google Search Console, and then presentation skills, all the soft skills, etc. Now this one has, again, and I'll point this out to you. Again, another good thing about LinkedIn Premium, again, you can see the people who have what the skill sets are. It looks like a few people here do have search engine optimization. It's kind of funny to see search engine marketing because this is clearly just an SEO job. So these SEM people, I mean, you have SEM skills if you've done the course, but again, this is an SEO job. So, and you still have the people with the Office, Excel, social media, marketing, general marketing skill set, which means they're really not competition for you. And then you have folks from overseas. And again, there's nothing wrong with folks from overseas, but just remember, these salary jobs based in the U.S. are for, U.S. citizens or for people with work permits. Just like I can't apply for a job in the UK or Canada as a US citizen without some type of special arrangement. The fact that it's listed as a six-figure job also might be intimidating. But look, here's my attitude. When it shows up under entry level and you do a search, run with that. And believe me, guys, I said fortune favors the bold. You're better off applying for a job with this type of a salary. And then maybe they look at you and say, hey, you know what? You don't have quite the experience we're looking for, but you have the attitude, you have the skill sets. We're going to bring you in. We're not going to pay you $100,000. We're going to pay you $50,000. Are you cool with that? And now they've saved money. You've got your first job, and you're going to leverage that in a couple years to six figures. But again, guys, I want you to feel really free to apply for these jobs because you have no idea how valuable what you've already learned in the course is. This was actually just to build on that, because I like to be inspirational in these videos. This is a digital analyst role. So this is very analytics focused. And again, in my course, I've just added Google Tag Manager, updated GA4 video training. But I don't focus too much on analytics. I focus more on paid search. But a lot of my students have taken the foundations of what I teach in analytics and gotten analytics jobs. There's a lot of jobs in analytics, collecting data to measure and analyze ROI. So here's what's interesting. Even if you just have basic analytics experience from the course, you should take this very seriously. It says research shows that while men apply to jobs when they meet an average of 60% of the criteria, women and other marginalized folks tend to only apply when they check every box. So if you think you qualify, don't necessarily meet every single point of the job description, please still get in touch. And it says here 4 years of marketing experience, and then it says SQL. So I don't teach SQL. That's much more analytical than anything most of my students need for a job. But it says here, solid understanding of multiple digital channels, how they work together, SEM, SEO, CRO, social, etc. You have a bunch of these boxes. So take them seriously and take this attitude into other job posting and do it regardless of your background. I don't have any opinion on those types of issues. I say if you're in the course, man or woman, apply. Whatever your background is, apply and use this as inspiration to know that companies are out there, are willing to be flexible and look at you. And again, I'll tell you, some people must have taken this very seriously, because it looks like, most of the folks who applied here, it looks like some people did have SQL, which is good. I don't have that skill set, and data analysis, but you got Excel, customer service, PowerPoint, leadership, marketing, office, communication work. So what I'm thinking is that this right here did inspire some people to apply who probably didn't even have this solid understanding of multiple digital channels. So I think, if you have what you learned in the course, you apply for this position, explain you're open to learn SQL, or you want to get into an analytics, or you just learned Google Tag Manager, they might, there's a very good chance they'll want to talk to you. Here is search engine optimization specialist, consult webs, 197 applicants, US only, remote. Analyze and execute search engine optimization campaigns for a small portfolio of client websites. This compensation here, 40 to 50, that is perfect for an entry-level job. That also indicates that this actually is an entry-level job. Complete all technical SEO tasks, track, report, analyze website analytics, tests, all these things. Everything in here, you've got experience with SEO tools, analytics, Search Console, SEMrush, etc., etc. And it looks like what you've got is, again, you do have some, it looks like in this case, you do have people with relevant skill sets are applying, but remember, a number of them are from out of the country. And and like I've said before many times when I've even interviewed Rain, who's one of my former students who became a hiring manager, is that you guys should always feel like you're going to be in the top 10% if you've done everything in the course. I've had students beat out 20 applicants. I've had students beat out 300. I've had students beat out 700 applicants, okay, with the skills that you're learning in the course. So I like to, sometimes I like to give you encouragement by showing you that you're not up against like anybody competitive. In this case, yeah, there might be some folks who know something about SEO. So do you. And and this job doesn't even say anything about how many years of experience you need to have. But when you see 40 to 50K entry-level job, that is a legit entry-level job, and they're definitely looking for people who are just starting out in their career. This one I thought was interesting because it's digital marketing analyst, and it's at US Bank, which is a really big bank, right? Remote job, 200 applicants, of course, because it's a big company. Here's what's funny about this job posting. It says 8 to 10 years of experience in marketing industry. This is a terribly written job posting, which doesn't surprise me because it is a bank, and banks are known for being like kind of inefficient and not that cutting edge or that technological or savvy. So this job, you know, when it says digital marketing analyst, I'm looking at it actually a little closer here. It says advanced knowledge of product design, development, marketing strategies, analytical research skills. And then what's really funny about this is that it says advanced knowledge of market trends, advertising, promotion, strategic training, and new business development. Guys, this post is written like it was posted in the 1980s, which again says this is a bank. What I would actually want to know, it says works with managers to find opportunities and support businesses. This is terrible. This is a terrible job. So I actually didn't read this posting that closely. This is a terrible job posting, and I actually think you should apply for it just for fun to see what the response is. Because, okay, they've had over 200 applicants. It says entry level, and then down here it says 8 to 10 years experience in marketing industry. So that's right off the bat, I can tell whoever posted this doesn't know what they're talking about. And normally in these situations, I would be like, go for it, go for the job. But the job says digital marketing analyst, but then it says works with management to find opportunities to support business decisions by providing research report, databases, statistical data on sales potential of specific products, market areas, statistical segmentation. And then it says down here, advanced knowledge of marketing strategies and advertising and promotion. This is a very jumbled job posting. And it's got so many mixed messages, and it says digital marketing analyst, which is not what this job is. Very simply, if I was to apply to these guys, I would apply with my PPC resume and say, hey guys, do you need somebody to actually market for you or not? But that's why. Now you might ask yourself, like, why would this huge company, this giant bank that has had 2 other applications, why does nobody have actual digital marketing skills? Because the job posting is so garbled. So you got one person maybe has digital marketing skills, and then you got office, customer service, marketing, PowerPoint, Excel, leadership, communication. So what it's telling me is they're getting a lot of folks that have absolutely no experience with marketing or analysis applying because it's a big company and it's a remote job. And so, you know, I don't know if I necessarily even want to work at one of these big companies that does such a poor job with the job posting, but you could, you know, I bet you if you applied for this with your resume, the point is they have seen 441 applicants. I'll bet you nobody has any marketing analysis or you know, digital experience at all. So it'd be very interesting to see the results. Anyway, it's just part of the wide world of searching for a job, and I'm trying to give you all angles. Here is a great opportunity. This was posted 3 weeks ago with over 200 applicants. And again, guys, get excited about this. This means they are drowning in bad applications, more than likely. They've been up there. It's been up for 3 weeks. Digital marketing specialist, paid search, day-to-day execution, reporting of paid search campaigns, Google Ads editor, 1 to 3 years hands-on search experience, Google Bing, including keyword research, campaign build, implementation, optimization. Hey, you guys have got that with your 3 months of experience. Remember, round up. 1 year of experience means it could be less than a year. Again, I've had so many students get jobs where the posting even said 3 years, 5 years experience, and they had like 3 or 6 months of experience. Now this says this will be based in New York. This is not a remote position. It also has a very high pay. But here's what's interesting about this. Again, nobody who's applied in New York City has any of the skill sets they're looking for. You say digital marketing analytics, yay. Nothing specific. You should see search engine management or Google Ads. That is what they're looking for. Again, you've got our classic, our favorites, leadership, communication, marketing, PowerPoint, Excel, Office. So what does that mean, guys? This puts this company in a very difficult and interesting situation. It's been up for 3 weeks. They've had 359 applicants. A lot of them from New York, also from San Francisco and Boston. So they're getting all these applications from people that don't have the skill sets. So you apply and you have everything they're looking for, but you don't live in New York City, there's a good chance they're going to hire you. Now, they may not pay you $90,000 a year, which would be fantastic entry level. But it's also very interesting, again, 1 to 3 years experience with $91,000 a year. That is definitely New York City money right there. So I think there's always a chance for a company like this to say, hey, look, you know, we're hiring someone remotely. We'll pay you $60,000 a year. You're going to be thrilled. They're going to be thrilled. And that's the attitude you want to have when you go in here. Don't be intimidated by the 359 other applicants who do not have the skills for the job. That's why I recommend LinkedIn Premium. Here is SEO specialist remote. Again, when we go over 200 applicants, $42 to $50 an hour. Let's see. We've got, now in this case, we've got a lot of applicants, and we're seeing that we're getting a bunch from overseas. In fact, again, there's enough applicants overseas that this is the map that they're showing. Delhi and Bangladesh. Nothing against those folks, once again, but if it is a salary job in the U.S., it is only open to U.S. residents or citizens or people who have a work permit. So I would definitely, I think, you know, especially when they list the hourly rate up here, that also attracts a lot of people, you know, who may or may not be qualified to do the job. It looks like some of the folks here, yeah, it looks like you're getting people who have, you know, digital marketing skill sets here, but I would still apply for this. And also, this is a recruiting agency, and so when you apply, remember, to a recruiting agency or a temp agency, this is fantastic, because when they see your skill sets and they see that you're looking for work, these guys are going to want to represent you, because remember, they get paid when you get hired. So this person at Hunter International Recruiting might say, you know what, you're not qualified for this job, but we have another job that we think you'd be great for. Let's see, here is paid search specialist, Relia Quest, Tampa, Florida, 23 applicants 1 week ago. Day-to-day management of campaigns, paid search campaigns, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this says 3 years of experience. And then what do I tell you guys? You've seen this in so many walkthroughs. It says Google Ads certification preferred. Again, that indicates to me right away that their 3 years of experience is not serious. Again, if you have been working as a paid professional in this field, you are certified. It is like having a driver's license as a truck driver. They don't say, hey, license is preferred. So that indicates to me that while they do have some specific experience requirements or preferences, I should say, it is still open to somebody who has an entry-level experience. Now, in this case, it looks like you do have some applicants who do have maybe some Google Ads experience, but you still got our favorites: customer service, Microsoft Office, project management, marketing, Microsoft Excel, meaning that, you know, there's a lot of people applying for this out of the 23 that do not have SEM campaign experience. And then working knowledge of GA4, which you're getting in the course. So again, I think this is a good one here. Yes. Here is digital ads campaign specialist, Fisker Inc., remote, 161 applicants, entry level. Now this is kind of weird when you see 41,000 to 115,000 a year. That means something's up. That is too big of a salary range, and you know, again, when companies are this kind of all over the place, it means, I think what it usually means, as I've said again and again, is that they want someone with a ton of experience, but they're open to somebody who doesn't have that much experience. Now, 2 to 3 years hands-on experience digital campaigns is once again a very, very low amount. Again, I've had students get jobs that say 2 to 3 years experience with their 3 to 6 months experience from the course. In this case, also, they're talking about Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, which are the top ones. And then you've also got, they want Snapchat and TikTok. Don't worry about those. Again, those are still an afterthought. If you happen to learn TikTok ads, that's great. But I guarantee you they don't have people spending millions of dollars on these platforms yet. All the money is being spent on Google Ads. Social ad copy, A/B multivariants, PPC. And you can even ask them in interviews, like, what is your primary platform that you're focusing on? And it says here, Google Ads and Facebook. And then it says, again, experience with Google Ads, knowledge of research analytical tools such as Google Ads, Google Trends, Google Analytics, and then desire to learn new technologies and certifications. Actually, it says required under certification, so that's good. But once again, Google Ads, but we got advertising, marketing, customer service, social media marketing. Yeah, I like it. I want you guys to get excited when you see that many applicants and they don't have the exact skill sets that the company's looking for. Get excited about it. We got paid advertising specialist in Westlake, Ohio, which is interesting. Choice local, competitive pay. I like how they're leading with all of their benefits, the insurance and the 401k and whatnot. Paid advertising specialist, Google Ads, Microsoft Ads. 2 years hands-on experience. Remember, that's very, very low. Analytics, understanding of analytics is helpful. And there's always these other platforms you can learn, like Zapier and CRM and a little bit of HTML. What you see, what you get builders. I mean, that's WordPress. That's any website builder where you're not coding. Attention to detail, problem solving, time management, et cetera, et cetera. In this case, once again, we have got some people with Google Ads, but then you've got Microsoft Excel, communication, leadership, Microsoft Office. So again, you see 359 applicants 2 weeks ago. It tells me they're still looking for somebody, and I bet you would have a very good shot of getting this job, or at least getting an interview if you've done everything in the course. Wow, this is a long video, but I'm making up for last time. Oh, so I'm going to give you a couple of bad postings now. So this one is remote, so it has a ton of applicants. Now, this is not the kind of job I want you guys to go after. And I want you to be really clear about this. Remember, I told you social media jobs that do not involve paying for ads are low skill jobs that do not pay well. So this is talking about marketing materials and a social media calendar and client events and on-site marketing. Ugh, this is not good. This is what the average college graduate with no digital marketing skills has to do. Because, and it's fine. Get a bachelor's degree student with a this is what happens. You can go to marketing, get your marketing degree, study nothing about digital for 4 years, and then get a job handing out flyers at an event. And you'll see that's why here there's like nothing. You know, customer service, leadership, Excel, PowerPoint. These are all, unfortunately, all these college grads applying for this. But this is a marketing specialist. Don't apply for those jobs, guys. You're better than that. This is not the kind of job we're talking about. Similarly, there's this company called Appen, which I'm not like thrilled with this company. I don't know what they do, but they have these jobs that say things like social media analyst or search engine optimization. They are not search engine optimization or they're not digital marketing jobs. It says starting rate of $12 an hour, a personal computer smartphone with a Gmail account. I don't know exactly what you're doing, but you're doing some like very basic stuff where maybe you're doing a search and giving them some feedback. It has nothing to do with the kinds of jobs I'm talking about. You can see here the common skills of people. You know, you got some programmers who submitted for this job, social media, customer service. This is not a PPC or SEO job, and it's unfortunate because this company, you know, does have a number of postings, but I would not pursue that. Back to the good jobs. Digital advertising associate, Rational 360, remote, 2 weeks ago, 200 applicants. Okay, intermediate to advanced knowledge of Facebook, Instagram, and Google Ads platform. And basic familiarity with LinkedIn advertising. Tier 2 bid-based media platforms, which is saying LinkedIn. Now, if you guys know, if you learn the basics of Facebook and you know Google Ads, you could learn, you know, LinkedIn and Twitter very easily. And intermediate knowledge of Google Analytics. Yeah, this is all stuff you're going to have from doing the course, and it's interesting because it's talking about SEO audits in here. So this should be a very interesting conversation you could have, where you could say, hey, is this SEO? Is this PPC? How much SEO? How much PPC do you want me to actually do? And once again, and this could be because of how the job posting is worded, in that has both SEO and PPC in there. There have been almost no applicants out of the 259 applicants with digital marketing. General digital marketing, social media marketing, which probably because the words Facebook and Instagram are in there. These folks who apply probably don't have actual paid ads experience with Facebook. They probably are doing just social calendars and posting calendars and stuff. Customer service marketing, communication, leadership. I make fun of these again and again, video after video, but I guess when you see communication, leadership, customer service, marketing, Office, Excel, Word, you should really feel confident. Apply to this job at Rational 360. These poor folks are drowning in over 259 bad resumes. Search engine optimization specialist, form and function, over 200 applicants, plan and execute marketing strategies, 8 to 10 small business clients. I love how it says degree, bachelor's degree in marketing, business, or equivalent. What does that even mean? What it means is we don't really care if you have a degree if you can do the job. Experience in developing, measuring organic search engine marketing strategies, Google Quick Search Console, SEMrush. And here's what it says: experience in setting up optimized Google Ads campaigns. It's funny. I love it when they say AdWords, which hasn't been used in like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, you guys have that. And this is why I like you to learn both SEO and PPC, because this will make you stand out. Because it does say that some folks have search engine optimization, some have Google Ads experience, but you don't know how many of these have both. So that could definitely put you over the top. And remember, when you see 368 applicants, don't be intimidated. Think to yourself, I am going to stand out from the crowd with my application. Here is a digital media associate hybrid in Pittsburgh with 54 applicants. Digital media associate, media buying, and that's, what's interesting about this one is, I like this one. You should look for postings like this, guys. If you're still watching, I commend you as I talk and talk and talk. So again, this is a hybrid role in a particular city, but they have had like nobody apply who is anything relevant. And the reason is because they're using the term digital media associate and the term media planner, which is kind of confusing because they're saying they want daily analysis and optimization of Google, Microsoft, and other search engines. So what that tells me is that they need someone who knows Google PPC and Bing PPC, but they didn't use the keyword PPC or paid search, so they're not even probably showing up to folks who have those skill sets. So you got people applying who have, again, Office, Excel, leadership, teamwork, customer service, PowerPoint. This is like, it's kind of funny to see this again and again, isn't it, guys? Social media marketing. And it's probably because the word media planner is in there. But what they're not saying, or the way, again, they put the Google Ads thing here at the bottom. I would ask them, I would say, look, are you guys looking for someone who, is going to be managing Google Ads accounts? Because I wasn't clear. And I think if you show up and speak like that, again, I always encourage you guys to take on a leadership position, not a pushy position, but just be like, look, I'm not clear about the job, but here's my skill set. I think you would have a good shot of getting an interview here. And again, they can't find anybody in Pittsburgh, and they're getting applicants from outside Pittsburgh anyway. I don't think they're going to find anybody in Pittsburgh that knows how to do this. I would apply. This one, Little Fox's Marketing. Oh, I like this one because it had a cute name, but also it's got a ton of applicants and it's part-time. That's probably another reason why it's got so many applicants. Experience in paid campaign management. Now this one, some folks do have Google Ads experience, but that's just one. I mean, everything else, again, marketing, social media, Excel, leadership. How leadership's on there. And it's a remote part-time position. So this is, a lot of people obviously want remote part-time positions. And I think, when it says bachelor's in analytics, man, that I would always look at that. If you have a degree, that's great. If you don't, look at that as a challenge and an opportunity to show these folks that this is such an outdated way of looking at things. Anyone who has got a bachelor's in marketing is not learning pay-per-click advertising campaigns. It just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I would definitely check out this one, Little Fox's Marketing. This one I wanted to show you because iHeartMedia is a huge media conglomerate. They've had over 200 applicants for this account management, social advertising. Now this is definitely social. This is paid social, so we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. But what I think is very interesting is that none of these 466 applicants seem to have any type of paid social experience. And again, you still have the customer service, leadership, communication skill sets in there, which are not really skill sets. I'm not 100% sure if this is paid social. I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Paid social. So again, these folks who have social media, I think the likelihood is that these guys are doing organic posting, like just posting on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter with a calendar, a content calendar. They don't know anything about ads. I think if you show them even the basics of what you've learned from the Facebook stuff in the course, you would stand out from these other competitors or these other applicants. And again, it's been up for 2 weeks. They've had 466 applicants. They are drowning in bad applications. I would check it out. Here is a digital marketing analyst in Framingham, Massachusetts, remote, digital analytics strategy, analyze organic and paid social campaigns. That's going to be Facebook. And again, nobody applying has Facebook ad experience. You've got some digital marketing, leadership, communication, customer service. Those are the three. I wish it was like communication, customer service, and another C word so I could say the 3 C's, but it's LCC, leadership, communication, customer service. That should be a big green light for you to apply to this job because it means that people are applying without any real hard skills on their resume. These guys, WebFX, it's in Pennsylvania. And as I always say to you guys, if a job really is on-site, I've had students, especially if you guys are younger, move to a new city, get a job. It's better than college because you actually get paid to learn and build your career. But these guys, WebFX, they're a great agency. They've been around a long time. They always have these junior positions. The only thing I don't like about them is that they do put this silly GPA nonsense or about a degree in marketing. But I think over time, actually, it says desired education. I like that. I think before it was like mandatory. Now it's desired. Because I think what they're discovering is that these folks who show up with these degrees don't know anything. If you show up and it says solid understanding of the internet, basic copywriting, and it does say customer service. So they're going to be getting folks that have, customer service, right? These folks actually, some of the people applying actually have Google Ads and search engine optimization. And I would imagine that is because this company has a pretty good reputation. But I would still apply for this because I think when it says experience with Google Analytics or Google Ads a plus, any digital marketing experience a plus, that is when you should apply. Whether you have a degree or whether you do not have a degree. I think, and it's interesting, not a client-facing position. So this is great if you're an introvert, you don't really want to talk to clients. This is perfect. Keep an eye on this company, WebFX. They always have job openings. I would definitely apply for them. Here is, this is a good segue. This is an interesting job posting. It says, not seeing an open paid search role, send us your info. This is Metric Theory, a Media Monks company. This is a great agency. And they are saying out loud what all agencies are secretly thinking, guys, which is that they always want to have an index, a database of people with these in-demand skills. So they're saying to you, we just want applications to keep on file. If there's a fit for one of our open roles in the future, we'll be sure to reach out to you. And I would do this. Because you can see these are remote positions in these states. It is a well-known agency with great work-life balance. They won a lot of awards. They're trying to sell you on their culture. And the people who have submitted do not have the skill sets. Again and again, Excel, Office, communication, customer service, no leadership here. But this would be a great opportunity for you guys in my course. Anybody who's having a hard time really letting go and relaxing the way I teach you guys to do, you want to have fun, you want to be enthusiastic, and you want to think about what you can contribute. And in this case, it's actually counterintuitive, but because there is no job, you should feel less pressure because literally you can't get hired. So I would use this as an opportunity, apply, and just do everything I teach you in the course. Be enthusiastic. Show them your PPC assignment, your SEO assignment, your enthusiasm, your love of digital marketing. And just let them know that you're available if anything opens up. And guys, you never know. I've had this happen again and again. They don't have a job opening now. 2 months from now, they have an opening. They reach out to you. And this is what you should be thinking this way when you apply to any job, even if you don't hear back from them. Or if they interview you and say, hey, sorry, you're not a good fit at this time. When they say, we'll keep your application on file, in this industry, they mean it. I know there's a lot of other industries where that's BS, but not in this industry. This happens a lot. People will get back to you. It may not be immediately, but it does happen a lot. So definitely check this one out. Here is an SEO strategist position. This is another one in the U.S. Remote, 2 months ago, over 200 applicants. Again, when you see something that's been up for 2 months with this many applicants, it means they are really having a hard time finding the right person. They want you to own the client SEO strategy. They want 3 years, marketing, specifically SEO. But again, guys, don't let that deter you. I don't care if you just have 3 months of experience. Apply. Plus, it says PPC SEM knowledge is a huge plus. This is why I teach you guys PPC and SEO. Somebody just wrote to me and said, hey, I just want to work in SEO. Should I learn PPC? And I say, yes, learn it. I mean, I'm not telling you to spend, a year of your time and $30,000 learning PPC. I'm saying spend an extra couple of weeks, run a campaign, do both. It just makes you a better candidate, more well-rounded candidate, and you get, I think you become a standout candidate for a job like this. And then they're selling you on their culture, lunches in the office, vacation days, paid holidays, work from home Fridays, et cetera, et cetera. It looks like for this position there is a little bit of competition. Possibly, even though people are putting, WordPress, Office, Excel, social media in here. But again, it's been up for 2 months. There's over 200 applicants. I think you'd have a good shot at this one. Here is an ad ops specialist. Again, 2 weeks, 200 applicants. But this is what's very interesting about this position, I remember, is that absolutely nobody of the 373 applicants has any digital marketing skill sets. I mean, again, when you see digital marketing, that doesn't mean anything. If somebody truly has digital marketing skills, they don't put digital marketing. They put SEM, PPC, SEO. And here we got our favorites: customer service, leadership. I don't see communication, but I do see Word. And Excel. And again, this means that you're not competing with anybody who's terribly, a real big threat or has any real skills. Part of this is how they worded it. It says campaign setup, execution, successful deployment. tag development, and then just here it says experience with Google Ad Manager, Campaign Manager. Now, this is not a well-written, it's not a well-written job posting at all. And again, when it says college equivalent, 3 years ad operation experience, this is why they're not, honestly, this is why they're not getting good applicants, because they're really not clear about what it is. But you again, when you see enough of these job postings, you understand it sounds like they're looking for somebody who knows Google Ads. So I would submit a PPC focused, project and resume, and you definitely would stand out from the rest of these folks that don't have any of these skill sets. This is an interesting one because it's been up for 2 weeks, only has 25 applicants, and Audacity is a big company, SEM account manager, minimum 2 to 3 years of paid search experience. Again, when it says, Google Ads certified, shopping experience is a plus, and it says preferred, again, that is really indicating that, they're really open to somebody entry level. It looks like some of the applicants here again are out of the country, which they're not going to be considered. And then you've got your leadership here in social media. What I liked about this was this role is open to remote work in any of Audacity's 48 markets. The qualified candidate will be responsible for working on client SEM accounts. Oh, and I love this here. If you have experience with PPC marketing and worked and executed campaigns, then read on. I was like, well, yeah, you guys have done that if you've done the course. So definitely feel confident with this one. Here, these next two are interesting because they're on site, but I really want you to, if you've hung in on the walkthrough this far, I really guys want you to understand that, just to understand the realities of running a business, okay? These guys are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's been up for 2 weeks, and they've had 47 applicants, and they want someone to create and execute digital marketing campaigns. Let me see here. This was a little bit of a red flag for me, but it's okay. When they said they want you to work alongside graphic designers to work on visual assets, that's fine. You don't want to take a job where they want you to actually be an illustrator yourself. That means it's not, look, you're a marketer. That's your main focus. If you're doing Facebook ads, then yes, you will need to use graphics. But for SEO and PPC, you don't need that at all. Knowledge of digital marketing, SEO, PPC, collaboration, et cetera, et cetera. And then something like this, knowledge of back-end website management. Again, when a company does this, I think it's a little bit irritating because to me, that's almost like saying, again, hey, we want somebody who's a great lawyer, but also can you be a doctor? It's like, no, back-end website management, that could mean anything. If they mean WordPress, that's fine. If they're talking about coding, then you tell them, look, that's not my skill set. I want you guys to get comfortable commanding these conversations and being like, look, this is what I do, and knowing it has value. But here's what I wanted to show you. Again, when you have LinkedIn Premium, this is really awesome. The 47 applicants have nothing. You got Photoshop, teamwork, Excel, communication, customer service. Nobody has a clue, and that's what they're going to get because they're in Milwaukee. I mean, it's a small city, and they're saying it's on site, and they have these they want you to have all these different skills. There's just not that many people with those skill sets in these smaller cities. So these folks, they're in a position where, hey, they have accounts that need managing. Everyone in Milwaukee is applying with their Microsoft Office and Photoshop and customer service experience. They need somebody who can do this. Apply even if you don't live in Wisconsin, and simply say, hey, I'm available for remote work. And if you're really, if you think this is, I've had students do this before, you could actually move there if you're maybe single and mobile and stuff like that. This job, I wouldn't necessarily do that. I would only do that for an agency job. But a company like this is going to be forced to hire remotely. And that's something you should keep in mind when you see on-site. Don't just disregard a position because it says on-site, guys. These companies, what are they going to do? What if this thing, it's been up for 2 weeks? What if it's up for 4 months and they don't have anybody in Milwaukee that can help? They're going to have to adjust, or they're not going to fill the role. This is very similar here. Search engine marketing specialist hybrid in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's another small city. Manage and optimize Google and Bing pay-per-click campaigns. Execute search audits for baseline competitor information. Have knowledge of other digital marketing platforms. I guess they also want you to know a little bit about Facebook, YouTube, and display, et cetera, et cetera. So it says hybrid workplace, working in the office and at home. That sounds great, right? But who lives in Manchester, New Hampshire that knows about this stuff? Nobody. Now you see somebody who applied of 68 applicants, someone knows about search engine optimization, Google Ads, but look at where everyone's applying from Boston and New York. They have no local candidates. So I would apply for this, and don't be afraid. They're not going to find someone in Manchester, New Hampshire that has all the things they're looking for. But again, I think you have just as good a shot, if not better, than anybody who's living in New York or Boston with what you've learned in the course. In the last position, this is an in-house role at a company called Xometry, paid search specialist, analyze and ideate Google Ads, LinkedIn campaigns, which you really just need to know Google Ads, Google Analytics, and Google Tag Manager. Guys, most people don't know that much about LinkedIn ads. And it's hard. It's gonna be hard enough for these guys to find somebody that's really good in Google Ads, than to find someone that's good in Google Ads and LinkedIn ads. They should train you on that. But the reason I was and it says here they want you to also have knowledge of SEO, being a plus. But I have a student named Kenneth who's actually already working at this place. He's an SEO analyst there, and this is a private company. This is an in-house position, and they're doing all of their. They're like I don't know what their business actually does, manufacturing, but they're doing all their marketing in-house. So that's kind of a cool job. It's a little different than working at an agency, but I would definitely, give this a shot. As well as you can see, they've hired another one of my students who works there now and likes it a lot. Okay, and so that concludes this digital marketing career walkthrough. I would like you to, remember this posting right here, guys. Remember, if you're in my course, you should submit for this. This is, again, the perfect opportunity to just get into the habit of enthusiastically applying for a job without expecting any outcome, because literally there's no job. But you never know when these guys are going to get back to you with an opportunity, and there are literally over 300,000 open jobs right now on LinkedIn. There's still so many jobs, no matter what's been happening with the economy or the tech layoffs, which are very unfortunate. Remember, you're still an advertising professional. In fact, I was reading, I think they said the Super Bowl ad spend this year is going to blow away all the other ads, previous years. Remember Christmas time, Amazon spend was like $8 billion. It was more than ever before. People are still spending money on ads. And no matter whether you're doing Google ads, Bing ads, no matter who wins the AI wars, if you are in advertising, whether it's paid or organic, Facebook, Instagram, if Instagram and Facebook lose market share to TikTok, then you'll go over to TikTok and learn TikTok. This is a great field. You have so much flexibility. You just have to get the foundations, the fundamentals, which is what I teach in the course, and then get that entry-level position, and you're just going to learn so much more on your first job, even if it, my students, they get modest-paying entry-level jobs and then leverage those up to higher-paying jobs very, very quickly. And that's how I've helped people, thousands of people get remote $60,000 a year jobs in the past 7 years. If you like to learn more about that, definitely check out my webinar by clicking the link below, or click the link below that to check out my full training program that has helped thousands of people change their lives and start their careers in digital marketing. Thanks guys for watching. I hope this was inspiring for you. I hope it opened up some possibilities for you. Feel free to leave comments or questions below, and I will see you next time.